Whatever Starmer says about his relationship with Trump, it's all nonsense. What's more, Trump has publicly humiliated Starmer at the worst possible time as he loses support within the UK by the bucketload. In today's video, we'll discuss what happened, while reviewing all the latest news from up and down the country. But first hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Not good news for the UK, is it? Keir Starmer has been publicly ostracized during Donald Trump's upcoming tour of Europe. Trump is due to fly to France to join President Macron for the reopening of Notre Dame Cathedral. But here's the kicker, Starmer wasn't even invited. It's rumored that no one in Washington or Paris thought of including him, and number 10 is scrambling to save face. Downing Street spin doctors claim that Starmer is not allowed to meet Trump because he is not yet officially Prime Minister. But let's defend ourselves, that excuse doesn't hold water, especially since Starmer was only in the US a few months ago. You may remember the visit where his sidekick, David Lammy, managed to eat his body weight in fried chicken while the Labour team scolded everyone who would listen. So, why the sub? According to Neil Gardner, a former advisor to Margaret Thatcher, Starmer is not taken seriously in Washington. He is seen as weak and evasive, a Labour Party leader who has lambasted Trump and every US administration that doesn't fit his ideological mold. This is the same Labour Party that has been so eager to damage Britain's historic relationship with the US, notably by pushing for the handover of the Chagos Islands, a key strategic base for US interests. And let's be real, there is no special relationship here anymore. Starmer's failure to establish any kind of relationship with Washington is a clear weakness, not just for him, but for Britain. In contrast, Trump seems quite willing to meet other British figures. Prince William, for example, is due to meet Trump and other dignitaries during the visit, which has highlighted Starmer's isolation on the global stage. This is nothing short of humiliating for Starmer. He is already struggling to present himself as a capable leader, and staying out of such a high-profile event only reinforces the impression that he is not up to the job. Meanwhile, the current government, under his watch as leader of the opposition, is continuing to fail, with no sign of improving relations between the UK and the US. So, when world leaders gather in France to celebrate, Starmer will be left unsatisfied and irrelevant. This is not just a shock, it is a statement, and it is not good for the UK. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments. In other news, a petition opposing a potential knighthood for London Mayor Sadiq Khan has passed its 50,000 signature target in just 48 hours of being launched. The campaign comes after the Financial Times reported that Khan was on a New Year's honours list, which also includes former West Midlands Mayor Andy Street, former Schools Minister Nick Gibb and former Environment Secretary Ranil Jayawardena. The Change.org petition, which has collected more than 60,000 signatures at the time of writing, was started by Conservative councillor Matthew Goodwin Freeman from the London Borough of Harrow. "I'm sorry, he's not a knighted mayor, he's just a nightmare," he told GB News yesterday. "You look at his track record as mayor, you realise why he doesn't deserve it," he added. The Mayor of London is also the Police and Crime Commissioner for London, so under his watch, violent crime with injuries has increased by 5%. Gun crime has increased by 30%. Knife crime has increased by 13%. Looting is up 10%. So Sadiq Khan has failed on crime. But let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He is also the Chair of Transport for London. That is another role of the Mayor of London. He promised us 0 days of strikes, and guess what? He has 140 more days than the last two mayors combined. So there he has failed again. The Conservative councillor has insisted that opposition to the knighthood is not politically motivated, telling the Daily Express, "It is not about party politics. I would happily make another application against a politician from another party with a similar track record." The application argues that knighthood should be reserved for citizens who have made a significant contribution to their communities. The councillor claimed that London's transport system is failing, with more strikes under Khan than under Boris Johnson and Ken Livingstone combined. He also challenged the mayor's Ulysses policy, suggesting it was motivated by financial rather than environmental reasons. The councillor pointed to Metropolitan Police figures showing a rise in violent crime under Khan, while rejecting City Hall's claims of a reduction in air pollution. Howard Cox, founder of Fairfuel UK and former Mayor of London for Reform UK, condemned the potential honour, saying that giving Mayor Khan such a prestigious award diminishes his reputation and humiliates those who deserve or already have such royal recognition. The Mayor of London's office has declined to comment on the speculation, as has the government. Supporters of the petition have expressed strong opposition on change.org, with one signatory claiming the Ulysses scheme is a complete sham. Another wrote, Sadiq Khan does not deserve a knighthood. He is not for Britain or London. He is against Britain and our people. So no, no, no. Finally, King Charles has given Princess Kate a special gift in support of them together. At the Christmas Carol service, despite being absent from last night's proceedings, the monarch donated countless fir trees that were used to decorate Westminster Abbey for the occasion. The gesture was acknowledged in the service's order, which featured a heartwarming drawing by Charlie Maxey alongside the gift on the cover. It read, "Thanks to His Majesty the King for donating Christmas trees from Windsor Great Park to decorate Westminster Abbey. The trees will be donated to the local community after the service." The illustration showed a group of people walking through the snow towards the Abbey, arms around each other. The caption read, "How have I helped? You were with me, which was everything." The program was in line with this year's Carol service theme, which was dedicated to those who have shown love, kindness and compassion to others in their communities, and offered encouragement, advice, comfort and a spotlight on how love unites and connects us all. Dubbed the kindness trees, the fir trees were decorated with red notes handwritten by guests, containing messages of gratitude and kindness for loved ones. Prince Louis left a heartfelt note on the kindness tree outside the historic site, thanking his grandparents for playing games with him. It read, "Thank you to Grandma and Grandpa for playing games with me." Buckingham Palace has not released an official reason for the King and Queen's absence. However, the Queen has been reducing her public appearances while recovering from pneumonia. The Queen has missed the external elements of the official visit to Qatar as she has been advised to rest and fully recover. What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know in the comments section below.